Ladies and gentlemen, we're here back. Sorry for not vlogging yesterday, but I can't show you my screen. Okay, not gonna be showing you a screen because we're preparing something for you guys. Day 431 or 2 or 3. Trying to become a millionaire. Trying to become a millionaire. I'm sorry for mispronouncing, but inshallah, God will. We have landed one job, at least when past the interview process, and the regime is very interesting. Okay, yeah, by the way, before I forgot, it's a sales job, and the regime is kind of interesting. You work 2 days and then you rest 2 days. And I was like, what? They kind of explain this thing by the fact that you work these 2 days for 12 hours and then you get really tired, Sanjar. That's why 2 days of rest. Okay, I'm just making these reasons up. Um, Otherwise, I can't really find an answer for why does this happens this way. There should be some kind of reason, business is letting people. I mean, I'm from Asia. Like we get used to hear things. At least I get used to hear like people working for 12 hours, 6 days a week, ladies and gentlemen. And if they would have said you're gonna work like 6 days a week, I would not really be surprised. I gotta tell you. But I would be a little bit hesitated about going for that job. But still, thank God, I did the right thing, as I believe. Give me a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have one coding job which replied me back and gave me a test project, and I still couldn't today during the day find the time to make the test project and send them it back. The one thing which I like about what is going on, they will probably reject me anyway because the technology requirements and the level of experience they're asking is over what I have, and but I still want to try to make that test project, even using AI and artificial intelligence. Let's see what is gonna happen. But it's a Korean company. It's a company located in South Korea. Who knows what is gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen? Who knows what is gonna happen? Probably gonna fail. Anyway, I applied for 25 coding jobs because of that same thing happening to me. Because of one HR mismatching me probably with someone else, or like unconsciously sending me this test project. That gave me a boost of motivation because I remember a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was applying on LinkedIn for coding jobs nonstop every single day, and I was receiving only rejections. So far so good. So far, I'm sorry. And it was demotivating, and I kind of quit it and went to sales. But as you can see, some kind of company reaching out as a test project, and I was like, let's make it, let's do it, you know. I am not gonna say that nothing nothing changed. I changed my resume, I changed my LinkedIn, I changed a lot of things, and then with these changes I made, I went back to my local job board this time, not the LinkedIn, which is worldwide, and I applied for 25 coding jobs over there. That same day, which is today, I received rejections, which was kind of surprising because I changed the resume, and this time it's fancier. There is really no reason why I would receive a rejection, except then this job position is either frozen or a fake position at all. But thank God we received, if I'm right, 2 or 3, let's say 1 or 2 for the sake of this video, interview invitations. So you feel what I'm saying? Coding job, okay? Something I gave up on. we're kind of back into this thing. Um, but I still didn't get forget the reason why I quit it at first, and I still applied for some sales jobs. I can't remember exactly how many, but I was applying on Facebook because that's the place where I could have found most of the appointment setting and sales job positions. I will try to go for a proper websites as well. Let's see what's gonna happen. Maybe I'm gonna go for even LinkedIn, but my LinkedIn is packaged mostly for coding, so I don't think it's gonna work out. I think the Facebook is kind of better. I don't know, gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, but I am excited and I'm happy about the fact that, Alhamdulillah, today at 12 p.m. I had an interview for a sales job in my local area, and I did get accepted. And on Friday, I have my first day of training, which is like 3 days of training to get to know the product, and then you start working, and there's 300 fix and plus bonuses, and they say the average is 1,000 USD a month, but I'm feeling like they're lying, and it's probably between 500 to 600. But even that is like crazy amount of money for 19-year-old. Okay, 600 USD a month, ladies and gentlemen. In a third world country, it's a lot of money, inshallah, especially at my age. People who graduated college doesn't make as much. People who graduated college doesn't make as much, all right? So yeah, so this job position, alhamdulillah, we got accepted, and me receiving that test project for a Korean company, and then me going ahead and applying for 25 more job positions for coding job, and receiving some invitations, and then going for Facebook and applying for some appointment setting jobs. So like 5 wins today, alhamdulillah, and then vlogging this video right now because I wanted to go to sleep actually. A little tired. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good day, alhamdulillah. Trained, by the way, read Quran, Arabic, the translation. So it's like close to like 10 wins in one single day, and I still have a couple of things I planned which I didn't manage to do. So very, very juicy day, alhamdulillah, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I have the same mood, because I can't lie to you that sometimes this feeling of winning itself, even if you're not actually winning, just makes you keep going, makes you keep moving. And that's why people say find like-minded people, because if you are in this gathering of people who are just laughing and having a good time during the day, and you spend this week or 2 or 3 or 4 even months or something like that, damn it, I mean, you can do so many hard things which would have normally taken 2, 3, 4 months, because we're human beings, I don't know, this is what it is about me, yeah, I don't want to lie to you guys that I'm just super machine, which is gonna I had the internet, the opportunity to apply for not 25 but even a lot more than this jobs before, okay, throughout this entire journey almost I had the internet and I had the opportunity, and I even had the time, even more time than I do right now, because I think in June our college is gonna begin, and yeah, but we are on this wave now Doesn't matter what it was before. Sometimes I just have to understand what I should do. And if I'm gonna just keep applying for tens of jobs like this, coding, non-coding, sales, non-sales, and just what do you call hustling, trying to make money here, trying to make money there, I think we're gonna make it. Because yeah, hopefully this sales job I landed today is gonna be the last one I'm gonna, I don't want to search for any more jobs. Like, I hope this job is gonna be a proper nice job. I'm not gonna need to search for another job, inshallah. I hope this is gonna be a good job because, as I said, they're offering a fixed pay and plus like a bonuses. If they're gonna be a human conditions, not making you work after 9 p.m. because, as I said, it's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 2 days in a row. My previous sales job, the manager told us 2 sales minimum. If you're not gonna make 2 sales during your workday, then you're gonna left even after 10 p.m. gonna make this sales, boy. And I was like, that is the moment which like sucked the most, which is like unhumane conditions, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm over exaggerating a little bit because they were kind of. The manager was the only guy which is like mad. Okay, the rest of the guys were pretty nice, pretty great people. Okay, I think we're gonna end it here. Alhamdulillah, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God for a very, very great day. And sometimes I do not like to watch these motivational videos, but they dang help. Okay, if you feel down, if you feel like you're losing, I think that is the only case scenario when you can allow yourself to watch a little bit of Instagram reels, but no other way than that. Peace.